From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today, and I'm Charles C. Craig. Each year, there's a Beef Improvement Federation conference held in a different location around the nation, and this year, it was held early June in Biloxi, Mississippi. The Beef Improvement Federation, or otherwise known as BIF Conference, is a meeting of cattle producers and industry professionals as they discuss the latest advances in beef genetics. K-State cow-calf specialist Bob Weber was in attendance. He explains what goes on at this conference.
It's a meeting that really focuses on the genetic improvement of beef cattle and deployment of standards and procedures for performance testing for a wide range of traits. This year's meeting was a really high-quality program, as always, and focused on a little bit different twist in some of the general sessions. So the meeting's organized with a series of morning sort of plenary sessions where the whole group is together, and then in the afternoon each day there's 3 breakout sessions, so producers can or attendees rather, can have a choice of what section to go to.
There were many things discussed at this conference, and Weber outlines the short talk he gave on using current DNA technologies.
In that session, I talked about, how do we use some of the new genomics tools in an effective and useful way. And, some of those included, using things like a low-density or high-density genotyping panel to predict genetic merit of animals. But we also talked a little bit about using some of the lower-cost tools like DNA parentage validation and identification tools to sort of help sort through issues that show up on typical ranches. It's a pretty low-cost and really effective application of new tools.
Genetics and technologies are huge in the beef industry, but Weber says that the cattle production needs to make sure that it remains sustainable. He explains this more in depth.
One of the goals of BIF, obviously, is trying to make genetic improvement across a broad range of traits that affect profitability and ultimately sustainability of beef production here in the United States and more broadly in North America. I think as beef producers, maybe we don't think about how we can improve sustainability of our operation. But at the end of the day, we're as beef producers, a very fortunate position because we basically harvest and process solar energy through a carbon cycle. And so anything we do that improves soil health, those sort of things, all has a positive attribute or positive benefit related to sustainability.
That was K-State cow-calf specialist Bob Weber, highlighting some topics discussed at the recent 2015 Beef Improvement Federation Conference. I'm Charles C. Craig, and this has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.